go. Here we 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 go.
Welcome back to Saluters. We salute the men and women who wore and are still wearing the U.S. military uniform. I am, of course, Joe Ugly.
And I'm Shakiria.
Yeah, and as we salute, let them know what to do.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, head over to Fanbase and show us some love. Don't forget to like, most important.
Like.
And so we have another question with comment section from Facebook, once again, from the military. Mm-hmm. So the question is, what's the most diabolical thing you've done in the military? Roll 'em. Drove a nuclear missile drunk, 1986.
Damn! Who's that? Is that comedian Earthquake?
I don't know. Oh my God! Yeah, he did do some. He set off a bomb.
Drop a nuclear weapon in D.C.
And he says that like it's nothing. Oh my God, it's so funny. All right, somebody says stole candy from a vending machine, then got caught, started running off speed. I don't know why I did that. NCO caught me super easy. He started screaming, and I just said, I haven't had candy in the whole year. I'm sorry. He couldn't stop laughing and roasted me for like 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. Why are you stealing from the vending machine? Is always like, why not? It's there.
Everybody wants something extra from a vending machine because everyone has been jacked by a vending machine.
That's true. I have been jacked several times.
Everyone got jacked.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
And I know some vending machines are set to jack you.
Yeah, I think so. They are. Yeah.
Some of
but
them
now you can I just call report. Like dispute the transaction. I don't got time for that. I don't care if it's 50 cents. You're not gonna, because they will charge you like 3 or 4. I've had one charge me like 5 times.
Wait a minute, you use a card?
Yeah, you're like Apple Pay. Apple Pay or your card tap, because that's better than swiping it, because sometimes they have a faux one and they'll steal your card information.
Really? I'm still on quarters,
y'all. I can't tell the last time I put a quarter.
Are you serious?
Or any. Ooh, I haven't done that in a long, like since I was a kid.
What?
Yes, became an adult, got a phone, and
last time I did a vending machine,
there's no longer need for that.
Damn, your generation.
I don't know.
You know what? Yo, keep them quarters and dollars up there. Y'all ain't gonna get my generation.
But they'll jack you with that, because sometimes you put it in, it doesn't fall.
But that's why I tell you, we look at it like I could get you.
That's all right. Let's do the next one. Forge my SIF clearing paper so I could ETS. Yo, that's the best one.
Yo.
Oh my God.
No,
the process they need to change in the military, SIF, it's a scam. I hate SIF. Hate SIF. That's where you pick up all your military gear, all your packs and all that stuff that they give you, your vest. Mm-hmm. Everything that you need for extra training, you pick up from them.
I don't remember when I was being like that.
I don't know how it is.
I know we had to turn it into our supply sergeant.
Well, SIF is like a part of supply, but it's ran by mainly civilians.
Yeah, we had a supply sergeant. We turned it into supply sergeant.
That would probably been better.
Yeah, he'd tell you what it is that it was due, and you have 24 hours to get one.
Mm-hmm. SIF is a scam. I hate SIF, bro.
So if your roomie
I should have thought
ain't
about
leaving
doing
the
that.
same time you're leaving.
Oh, yeah, people used to steal. That's another thing. You couldn't leave nothing, especially when you go freaking to the armory. Oh, my God. People used to steal. You're looking around, and one of those things like $250. And if you don't pay them, they'll damn sure take it out of your paycheck.
You see, and the
that
cool
was genius.
thing about
I should have did that.
Fort Hood, Texas, outside of Fort Hood is a little town called Killeen. Well, I don't know how small it is. We're talking 40 years ago. But Killeen, Texas, there was this one avenue, nearly every block had at least 6 or 7 pawn shops where you pawn,
Pawn?
Pawn. What I say, pawn.
Okay, I was like, what is that? But sorry, go on. Yeah.
Where you going there in your pawns?
Yeah. Pawn with a W.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so they have 6 or 7 pawn shops, yeah.
You run up inside of there and you get that damn thing you need real quick and run back to bed.
We had 6 or 7 strip clubs, no pawn shops. They got rid of it.
See, they had the other
All right, next one. He said, as a chaplain assistant, I had to open the chapel on 6 a.m. on Sundays for service. One morning, I was really hungry. I was really hungover, pretty sure still drunk. I was starving, so I ate a whole bunch of communion host wafers. We didn't have enough for Catholic service for Holy Communion. Pretty sure that sealed my faith. Even the chaplains, bro. Nobody is safe in the military.
He's
Nobody.
no longer a priest.
No, I'm sure not. No, they found out.
Said it sealed his faith. These are good.
Oh my God. Someone said my tank commander in Desert Storm wouldn't share his planter's nuts he got in the care package, so I put my nuts in with a handful of pubic hairs in the jar. It was comical to watch him digging my pubes out of his mouth. That prick. Oh my God, bro.
Ooh.
Why? Yeah. That's disgusting. Why? I get it, but like the nuts and the pubic hair, that's kind of.
What if your commander
white
is
boys are
watching
weird.
this right now?
It's probably out of the time. Desert Storm was years ago. That was years ago. That old. He was past the statute of limitations.
Nah, his commander.
But what he gonna do?
At his age, his commander is probably dead.
But exactly. And if he wasn't, what is he gonna do?
I don't know.
And during wartime, he must have been fucking with him. He probably was hungry and couldn't even give the man a few little nuts. Really?
These nuts.
All right. Someone said,
these nuts.
Bro, I stole a few $100 from the Taliban, sent them home in a VHS tape over 6 months, and that was worth about $6,000 tax-free. Damn, that's $6,000 tax-free just from strolling around a Taliban hut.
That's why we ain't got no damn VHS now. Because of you, everything going to flash drive. Can't stick no 6,000 in no flash drive.
That
Cool.
is crazy.
Damn.
That's
6,000.
stuff. I've heard more. I've had a veteran at the VA told me like he stole everything. Like he stole gold.
No, there's some people if
stole
they
a
ain't
whole
nailed
bunch
out.
Yeah, they were stealing a lot.
nailed
I've
out,
heard
they-
more money than that because he was taking. He was like they had gold bricks.
Yo, they cats.
Damn, I served in the wrong time. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You were brought up well.
Oh my God. All right, someone says sprayed mace on my NCO. Oh my God. Sprayed mace on my NCO's toilet paper. Why? Yeah. It's the same palm
Fire
colored people,
booty.
bro.
You give your NCO fire booty.
Oh my God. Married my XO while I was a PSC.
Right.
Damn, that's power and money. You chilling.
Nah.
That's chilling.
Nah. Was that a male or a female?
As a man.
He married his exo when he was a PSC.
PSC.
He got bullied in the bed.
Who cares? You're married to the XO.
You got bullied in the bed.
You think he cares at that point? He's chilling. Not only can no one fuck with him because he's married to the XO, he's just skating through his contract.
He got bullied.
All right. See, this is the difference between women and men. Here goes sis. She says, hack the computer-based training by modifying the text file that tracked progress, change the date on the computer so I could finish a month-long part course in 1 hour. Difference between men and women in the military. See what you use your genius to do? You dip in nuts and peanuts cracker. She's trying to get ahead of her life. For a whole month in 1 hour, girl. I should have known how to do that because cybersecurity courses used to oh my God, jump out the window.
We didn't have to worry about that in our days. We had pigeons. We had to worry about them carrier pigeons flying over.
Oh boy, oh my God, he had the right idea. He said, ask me again when the statute of limitations runs out.
Bingo. And sometimes it never does.
Fair enough. Yeah, his is probably still too fresh. These white boys be doing too much, bro. But it's funny.
Yep.
It's funny. All right, let's roll into formation.
Falling.
All right, so today's formation is VA bans nearly all abortions at VA facilities. So the Department of Veterans Affairs plans to halt nearly all abortions performed at VA medical centers and to stop covering the cost of the procedures for beneficiaries off its health program for spouses and dependents.
So, a woman is having a medical emergency that she has to have an abortion.
Actually,
Where does that stand?
so where that stands is the only exception is abortions for medical services that threatens the life of the mother. And I think they said as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, incest or life of the mother. They didn't say incest.
No, I didn't see incest.
God damn. Still trying to get your girl.
I just don't. I don't get it. Like at this one, what point is a woman's like? And I'm gonna say white men because this is them. Yeah. At what point is like a woman's body gonna just be her choice? Like what point? What year?
No, there's some black men with that belief too.
There's black people with that belief, but I'm talking about this is the lawmakers that are made. I'm not talking about how you feel about it. How you feel is how you feel. But the ones are clearly making this decision because when the prior president was there, it was a hard hell no. We're not doing this. Women are a veteran. She's a female that served her country. Who are you to tell her she can't? Why are you not providing? This is what you promised her when she get out. If she needs an abortion, the VA should be able to cover it, right? Obviously, if you're getting an abortion every month, okay, that's a questionable situation. You got to look more within at that point.
Well, that's my whole thing on abortion. I mean, if you're using abortion as a contraceptive, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But
at the end of the day, it's
still your body.
It's still your choice.
I might have a problem, but that don't mean I'm going to try to say
right.
You can't have it. Mm-hmm. My thing is like it's a woman's body, and I told you the day a man gets pregnant, Lord,
they already have. Actually, they're not because they just came out with men birth control, which is what they should have had from the jump.
That just means.
Men should have been the one getting all these things.
Foxhole shooting blanks.
Yep.
You're going to get killed. You're going to die
Not
on
a
the battlefield.
vasectomy. But the chairman, Mike Bose of Illinois, says it's simple. Taxpayers do not want their hard-earned dollars spent on abortion.
Says who? The majority of Americans don't have a problem with abortion. Says
them. Okay, VA's sole focus should always be providing service-connected health care benefits to the veterans they serve. My thing is, what the hell does that have to do with, like, if you serve your country,
right?
Who is the VA actually to tell you no? But this is a part of this whole agenda that Republicans have to freaking control women and pretty much bring them back to, it's one step of the way. It's abortion now. It's going to be voting now next. Like, it's just going back to the time where you have absolutely no rights whatsoever, regardless if you're able to serve your country. Because a big part of the military is women.
Right.
There's more women staying in the military than there are men.
And for multiple reasons.
Right.
It makes sense in many cases. To stay in the military.
Yeah.
Men just choosing to be out here, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But you said rolling back where lose full control, rolling back in time. It's funny. I was having a conversation with a family member in regards to the current situation. It's like 2-3 generations from now, they're gonna look back and say, "I remember hearing my grandparents talking about." When they could have just drive around free and just could have done this free. And this, what happened? What happened? And Latinos, I'm just saying, y'all gonna have a lot to answer. Y'all gonna have a lot to answer.
I was just about to say, like, it's same women.
I'm sorry, y'all gonna have a lot to answer for how y'all let this guy got back in. Yep.
Latinos and white people is both of them.
Oh, yeah.
The majority. Women, and it's women. I don't understand this. It's women who made a big part of it is the reason why he won. It's like, I don't want to get too deep in this because there's this whole trad wife crap coming back. And I know that.
What? Repeat
so
that?
Trad wife is just traditional wife. Okay? People don't want to work no more. It's cool now to be at home, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids. Let me preface this by saying it's only cool in one race majority, most part, okay? And it's only cool because these bitches are already rich and they're posting it on social media.
Rich. Most of them ain't even, they're not educated. And if they are,
that's a big thing.
They breeze
their
by
husband's values. Their husband's values. But yeah, so that whole thing is coming back and it's pushing like where women are like, damn, we don't even want to work. Okay, not we. Okay, those women are saying like we don't really want to work, or if we work, it's like content creation from home, right? Which is making them a lot of money. So here goes why this whole trad wife crap is coming back, right? Where
why they just can't be content creator and leave the process alone? Just do. If you want to work from home and be a content creator, do
just
that.
Just call it a content creator.
That's it.
But because it's like the content is surrounding being a mother, being a wife, all of this.
You call yourself super. Who cares? Just stay home and do what you got to do. Ain't nobody holding that back. Come with the program.
Anyways, there's too much to unpack. You people do too much. But this is still open for public review. The banning all abortions within the VA, within most VA facilities are still open for the comments and reviews and all that stuff. So it's not final yet. Do I think it's gonna matter? No. I really saw a lot of the comments, and there's over 200 plus comments already. But obviously, it's still worth it to try. So you can head to federalregister.gov and it will have that notice out, and all you have to do is put your comment. You don't have to put your name. You could be anonymous. And, obviously the more comments against this thing, maybe this will change your mind, especially if it's coming from the freaking 2 million women veterans that already exist. All right. All right. So that link will be down below where you guys could go check it out and leave a comment. All right, so let's roll into hot topic. So suicide and mental health struggles as a guise for privatizing the VA. So an opinion column written by Russell Lamel talks about how lawmakers have reintroduced legislation to grant veterans restricted access to privatized care known as Veterans Community Care Program, or VCCP. For us, community care. So community care is when if you don't want to receive service at the VA, they'll send you out to a private facility that works with the VA for you to get your care, specialized care, whatever it may be. So that's what they're talking about. So now, community care, what we used to see as a good thing and access, is being used as a weapon. So, unfortunately, the more you utilize community care, the more they take away from the VA. So right now, the VA's new budget has already been cut 17%.
So this is how they're going to privatize
the VA. And I was like...
And they try to sell it so sweet.
So sweetly. And when I read it, I was like, I've read it before, but I was like, it's a good thing. The community care is great. And I was using it.
This is how they privatize the VA.
And you know what they're using, which is the most sinister thing? They're using mental health and the whole suicide thing to say, well, we can have way more counselors outreach. You don't have to drive far to the VA. You can have a counselor wherever you see fit. Just find the closest one. And they're pushing that, and they have increased the budget for community care 50%. Cutting the VA. So I get it. For the people, especially for veterans who live in rural areas, it's accessible to you if you don't have to drive. If you have to drive over 45 minutes to the VA, I get why this is important to you, right? I think we can have both. It is very open that we can have both. We can have a fully functioning VA and community care. But what they're trying to do is the whole 2025 what was their plan? Project 2025 plan, that it is actually into fruition. They just package it so nicely. They're telling you we want to help you to, help you out with your mental health, to reduce suicide. But what they're doing is the more of us use community care, the more you request it. So let's say you go to your appointment, right? I just went to my appointment and they said, oh, we're going to be backed up for like 60 days. You won't be able to get an appointment. They were like, well, we could send you out into the community. If you say yes, and I get it, if it's dire, you're probably going to say yes anyways. If you say yes, that chips away when they go through their audit for the VA, that chips away how much clinics they can start taking away, right? Yep. So for me, if I or other veterans are like, I don't want to wait 2 months or whatever the case may be, send me into community. The more of us keep saying that, they're just going to keep referring you to the community, and eventually that whole clinic, which is already so small in our VA, is gone. So that's how they've been slowly, like if you pay attention to, if you go there and be like, oh, that's not here anymore, or they automatically just say we only have it in the community,
Right.
they close that clinic down.
Yep. And our mental health clinic is good. When we talk about ours, we're talking about Connecticut.
I just told my doctor to send me out into the community.
Darn you!
They don't have no black therapist.
Oh yeah, you got.
But I just played into the problem.
No, but you got to go community for that because of the new executive order on DEI.
Yeah.
They're not hiring
black
therapists based on the need.
Yeah. Veterans.
Now, here's the question: do you get to choose someone for the community, or do they then find you?
So obviously, there's always a limited based on where you are. So if there's like 3 different therapists that works with the VA, they'll say, hey, we have 3 of these people. Which one do you want? And you pick which one. If you don't like that person for whatever reason, you call back. Hey, I don't like them. Can you send me to the other person? That's pretty much it. Like I said, it's unfortunate that, something that was a good is now being used as a weapon to slowly get what they want, and we're playing into it. So my advice for veterans, I know that it's annoying, but it's about playing the game that's going to benefit us in the long run, right? Not right now.
I also got to add, God, 3 generations. 3 generations. And
I'm not going to say that because I'm praying. I have hope.
No.
That it's gonna be
you
better.
know what? I'm
have
not just
hope.
going to hope. I'm calling you on it. Latinos, you got to have a lot to answer to your great-grandkids. You keep this shit up.
Really?
I'm not lying.
Just putting him
Your
back.
great-grandkids are going to look in books and see your pictures and see your name and all what you've done, and they're going to really and truly rub you out of their freaking goddamn ancestry. I'm telling you. Just like a lot of people whose ancestors did a lot of slavery and bad shit, they rub them out. Keep this crap up.
Yeah. Everybody cares, but hey, veterans, for the ones that care about the VA maintaining its being the VA, right? Staying what it is, the medical facility that you go to for care, you have to use the doctors and the special clinics within the VA. If it's dire, like you need a heart transplant, like that's different. You need to go where you need to go. But if you can wait the month or the few weeks to get the appointment, just wait and utilize the VA and request the VA, because a lot of people, 92% of people rely on the VA and want the VA to maintain their main source of medical treatment, okay? We don't need to take it away just because you want to go see a private doctor for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And another thing I realized from reading some comments, like a lot of people are afraid that if they have like 100% or something like that, that if they tell the VA doctor certain things that they might lose their benefits. That's not true. In a certain extent, if they go to review your records and if you said I had anxiety and they go, because they will review your stuff at any given time, and you've been going to their doctor telling them you no longer have anxiety, and they review it and they see that, then that's on you. You say you no longer have the issue.
If you no longer have it, then come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, if it doesn't bother you anymore, it's going to happen.
Yeah, just stop. Don't just run to get benefits. I mean, come on. There are people who really need these
need
things.
it, and they don't have it.
So much need it. If I was in a situation where I had something and it goes away, listen, I won't. You get hit, take it away. But if it's still there, leave the people alone. If you have it,
literally, if it doesn't bother you that you have it,
yeah,
or you don't even make a difference in your salary whatsoever. There's someone else, trust me, that relies on this for food, shelter, and everything else.
Exactly. So. That's who I think of. The guys who I see on the side of the road with these, some of them are just straight up con.
Not even the guys on the side of the road. The veterans who having to do 3-4 jobs to maintain their house.
Yeah.
Or have to move back home.
While having issues.
Exactly. They pretend to not have.
While having issues that they're trying to cope with. They're trying their best to cope with. I mean, not every issue is in front of you. Even some physical issues might attack you sometimes and then don't.
Yeah.
then sometimes you're just good, and then all of a sudden you have a flare up.
Yep.
Physical. It don't always have to be mental, where you just pop up and get you.
PTSD.
Could be, it could be physical stuff too. Can pop up, and like if you have something that derived from your time serving, it could pop up.
Yeah.
Physical. You don't always have to be there.
Right.
You don't always have to be an amputee or something like. It could be something as simple as how you got hurt in the military, what it led to, and what it led to might flare up once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, good people. It was a lot of fun hanging out here with you guys once again as we salute the men and women who wore and are still wearing the U.S. military uniform. Let them know something.
Guys, don't forget to like this video because that's how other veterans are aware of what we're doing. Also, comment, like, share, and subscribe. Also, head over to Fanbase and show us some love.
Hit that hard.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Here we go! 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 Here we go!